All right, questions for Coach Stotts? First question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Coach, you guys did a pretty good job on Davis in the first half, and he got rolling in the second half. What do you think the difference was there? And also, what do you make of the free throw discrepancy, like 40-something to 18?
Well, Davis got it going from perimeter, especially, second half. For the most part, our objective is to keep him out of the paint. He got some offensive rebounds, but, he played really well. Just like in game 2, when he's making his perimeter shot, that just opens up the game for him. As far as the free throw differential, particularly at halftime, it was, I don't know if I've ever been in a game where it was that big, and certainly had an impact on the first half when I think the differential was 23. So that had an impact on the game.
Next question is coming from Mike Richmond with NBC Sports Northwest.
Coach, it seems like you switched up the rotations a little bit to get your starters against their bench a little bit more often this game. Do you think that had an impact on your guys' wind there down the stretch? Just seemed like guys maybe a little tired playing long minutes.
Well, I don't know about the rotation, but certainly, Dame, CJ, Nurk, and Melo all played the entire fourth quarter. I didn't like doing that, but, we had a bad stretch at the end of the third, and just felt like we needed to ride those guys as long as we could. I don't know if the fatigue had anything to do with it or not, but it's that third quarter again hurt us. We got off to a slow start, and at the end of the third, we had a bad stretch, and so I ended up riding those guys in the fourth.
Next question is coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Coach, what in particular would you say they are doing that's making it tough for you guys to score? Or to shoot the percentage?
I don't know. We scored 29 in the first, and we scored 28 in the second, and 29 in the third. So,
how about shooting-wise? The shooting percentages.
Well, we shot 41, 34 from 3. I give them credit. The first 2 games, I thought we didn't shoot the ball well. I didn't think that was necessarily the fact today, but they got a lot of length. They got a lot of size, and they can affect shots. But I don't. The fourth quarter, we didn't make shots in the fourth quarter, but I don't think that was necessarily the case tonight.
Next question is coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
Terry, shooting really did tail off in the fourth quarter. Was that fatigue? Was that their defense? Were you still getting good looks, did you think? Could you put your finger on what happened in the fourth?
Well, we had a bad stretch. It was right around in the 90s. I forget what the score was exactly. We had a couple poor possessions, but, fatigue could have played a part of it. It's hard to say. Dame came off and had some threes that didn't go. But I don't know. I don't like looking for excuses. We'll look at the film and see what kind of shots we got. But I don't know. I really can't say whether it's fatigue or a shot selection or what right now.
Next question is coming from Casey Holdall with Trailblazers.com.
Terry, can you talk about the decision to start Hassan tonight and how you felt he did? And I guess just your general opinion on the game. Obviously, you guys are at the lead in the first half and not able to keep it going in the fourth.
I thought the starting line did well. First quarter, we got off to a good start. Hassan got 2 quick fouls, so that changed the rotation a little bit. But I thought Nurk and Hassan starting looked good for us, and it was good to get off to a good start. The second half, third quarter, obviously we got off to a slow start with that unit. I don't know if it was because of those 2 guys together. They made their threes to start the second half. So I really can't put that on Nurk and Hassan. I liked them together. Most likely they'll start next game. We just got to be able to sustain what we do throughout the game.
I have another question coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Coach, obviously Nurk's been a huge part of what you guys have, or why you guys have been able to get to this point. It hasn't had quite the same effectiveness in this series. What can you do to get him going, and what are they doing to kind of neutralize him?
Well, I think in the second half, he gets a lot of his points off of pick and roll, and they're being aggressive on pick and rolls. I think he had some opportunities down the lane, but that's where he and Dame in pick and rolls is the best part of his offense. So they have a lot of length and size inside, but it's not a question of going to Nurk and get him going. I think Nurk is exceptionally good in pick and rolls, and we've got to keep utilizing him there.
Next question is coming from Davide Chinalato with La Gazette.
Hey, Coach. What do you think you guys lost the game? What do you think made the difference?
Well, I would, other than the end of the third quarter kind of gave them some momentum, but, it came down to a fourth quarter game. And Anthony Davis made his perimeter shots, and we came up empty too often. But, it came down to fourth quarter, and they made their shots and we didn't. So I hate to put it that simply, but in a way it was.
Final questions coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports.
Terry, tonight you chose to give Simons minutes that he hasn't really had much, and Gabriel didn't play as much. I'm curious why you did that.
Primarily for offense. Starting Hassan, wanted to have some offense. Ant's a good shooter, even though he didn't shoot the ball well tonight. He's a good shooter. He's a perimeter player. He can attack the defense. So the thing was, after 2 games where we struggled on offense, is to bring some shooting and penetration into the game.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.